This is Hung Over Hand Right, and this is the UFC Fight Night Holloway versus Korean Zombie
Let's go.
preview show. And the voices you're going to hear today are Chad, Seth, my
Yo.
name's Jonathon. No Dylan today. And this card starts at 7 a.m. our time because it's in Singapore.
Good old Singapore.
I don't believe we're going to be podcasting this one next weekend, but
Yeah,
maybe we'll do something different.
it's a bit outrageous.
This is a weird card. There's kind of some big matchups that have a lot of like title implications and just, mainly Erin Blanchfield versus Taila Santos.
Right.
And then there's ones where it's let's give Rinya Nakamura a layup
Yeah.
and those kind of things. But we're going to talk about the main card, 6-fight main card, plus we're going to talk about Chidi and Njokuani versus Michal, Oleksiejczuk. And that's where we're going to start. You guys ready?
I'm
Chidi?
ready.
Yep.
Chidi, bang, bang.
Chidi, bang, bang, Njokuani, 22-9, has lost 2 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting out of Vegas, 34 years old, 6 feet 3 inches tall. Michal, Oleksiejczuk, used to be nicknamed Lord, which I loved, and now it's Hussar, which I don't love.
Is that
What
Polish
do we know what it
for
means?
Lord?
It might be
Be,
Lord.
yeah.
Lord just
Translated to Lord.
Lord just sounds cooler. 18-6, coming off a loss, fighting out of Poland. Seth should like him a lot.
Fuck yeah.
28 years old, 6 feet tall. Both these guys, to me, when I watch them, seem to struggle when people bully them and get in their face, push them up against the fence, and just kind of just get physical with them. But Michal Oleksiejczuk is not, he's probably the least physical guy in this weight class. He
looks
small,
skinny
for
fat.
the weight class. And Chidi's a big fucker. He's 6'3".
Yeah.
But yeah, Michal, 6 feet tall and just a kind of a skinny fat guy. Actually, against Baralho, who's kind of a big time prospect right now, free spirit on his neck. Michal was having some success against him on the feet, but then, like I said, Baralho just was like, I'm going to bully this guy now. Push him against the cage, take him down, out, physical him, and he subbed him. Chidi, on the other hand, did you watch the G-Rod, the Gregory Rodriguez fight?
Yeah.
Anybody? Dude.
Well, that's when
he split him the fuck open.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
between the
Across,
eyes.
right here.
Right.
It was disgusting.
That's a bad spot to get cut. Too.
And then G-Rod came out there and dropped him a second, and it looked like Chidi was like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm done. Because he's like, I cracked this guy a lot in the first round, and now this guy's still coming.
Yeah, what the hell?
So G-Rod's a big physical guy for that weight class, and he just put it on him physically. But the problem here is that I don't think Michal can be that physical against Chidi.
I agree.
So I'm kind of leaning. I think I'm picking Chidi.
That's what
To
I
knock
did.
him
I
the
went
fuck
with
out.
Chidi. Just Muay Thai's good. I mean, he's way better than standing up than Michal. And
Yeah.
I'm hoping to see a finish. I mean,
although Michal, I put that he's tough, and he does have power, but his punches aren't. I don't know if they're going to be.
It's not nearly the. He's just not. I think Chidi's just way more tricky. He's going to be too tricky
Agreed.
for him.
and
and
the
he's
size
bigger.
difference.
Yeah.
Michal's got 13 wins by KO. Chidi has 14. Both have 1 sub. I mean,
Both need a win. I mean, Chidi's on a 2-fight skid. Michal's just lost his last fight.
But one of those was a split decision to Jurev.
Yeah. Which was a close fight. And that one that was his last one. Chidi's just, the wrestling really freaked him out. He was super low volume in that one because he was worried about the wrestling, and obviously it ended up being the difference. One guy just did more, and that was Jurev. The odds, it's a pick 'em. Yeah. Chidi and Njokuani -105, Oleksiejczuk -115.
I got Chidi by TKO.
Yeah, I like that price. I think on Chidi.
Yeah,
quite a bit.
That's
I
my
wouldn't be
take.
mad at it.
I probably has it moved at all? As I say, if it looks like it may move more, I might try to bet that like very soon. So he started plus 145, which is surprising actually. That Chidi was the underdog.
Huh.
Even though I'd like to root for my Polish boys, but
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't see it.
I like
one.
Oleksiejczuk too. He's just he's just too. I mean, he's a jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
Right.
I think when you're fighting a guy that is this much bigger than you and way better at striking than you, it's tough.
Yeah,
He
those attributes.
But
will
they may
shine
have, the
through.
way he started out, they may be thinking he's like literally his game plan's gonna wrestle fuck.
It could be. It could be. I mean,
sure, he's tough, but he's got a decent gas tank, you know.
yeah.
Like for his soft, like the pudgy he can kind of look. I mean,
It's usually how it works.
He's been knocked out a few times, and he also has a 30% or 37% takedown accuracy. Chidi, I mean, not a big sample size, 70% takedown D in the UFC. But again, he's just so much more physical than.
I like that one's orthodox and one's southpaw. So
I think
they-
Chidi's that
just
rear
stand up.
hand and rear leg
Yeah.
is gonna
It's gonna be a problem.
eat him up. And Michal is now the thing. The one thing that may make this more difficult for Chidi is that Michal just kind of never stops going forward. It's just constant forward pressure.
you did see that in the G-Rod fight. He did not like it.
No.
He was just like it's almost like he was made him super uncomfortable. He didn't like it.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of a Muay Thai just guy, and they're like they stand at range and they trade low kicks and teeps and stuff, and it's kind of and they don't really pressure in Muay Thai. There's not a lot of pressure.
She's 8 years older.
Well, when they do pressure in Muay Thai, they don't have they'll back up to the corner and just stand there and do the whole lifting of the legs and knees up and stuff. But you can't do that in UFC because it's MMA and you're going to get taken down.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I think it if I were to be back in Michal, I would be wanting wrestling, get in his face, wrestle him, get out of kicking range, just get
Don't get
Phone
tied up in a
booth
clinch
fighting.
though against the cage either.
Yeah, I mean, Chidi's pretty nasty in the
He's gonna be
clinch.
stuck there.
Let's look at the Tapology odds or pick votes. Wow,
Yeah.
549 votes, 59%. Michal Oleksiejczuk, 75% by KO TKO.
Interesting.
Really?
I don't
Did
know.
the whole country of Poland vote on this?
Probably. Guarantee it.
He's got
All the
power.
chucks.
I mean, that was one of the
Yeah.
things I put. He's got power, but he's not. He throws big loops.
Yes.
It's not.
Yes. Nothing's down the center really.
Yeah.
I think my pick officially is Chidi by knockout.
Same.
I think he's gonna knock him
TKO.
out. Or TKO, knockout TKO, one of the two. I like minus 105 a lot. I mean, method. You guys got any opinion on path to method of victory or an over or an under?
I picked Chidi. I wasn't as confident as he's gonna knock this guy out, like you guys are.
I mean, I can see a decision as well, but
I think I'm leaning. If it is, if he's gonna knock him out, it's gonna be early.
Yeah,
If he doesn't, then
Chidi he'll slow down.
yeah, definitely
Yeah.
gets better odds for Michal.
Yeah,
So
I mean, as far as betting, I think a Chidi knockout. I don't know, these odds, these Tapology votes are making me wonder now. But originally, I was thinking Chidi by knockout probably wouldn't be a great price because that's how he wins. And if he wins, that's how he wins.
right.
But now looking at those votes, people are thinking that Michal's going to knock him out. Maybe it'll be a decent price. You can look at Chidi. I wouldn't fuck with inside the distance because he's not subbing him. Chidi's not going to sub him.
No.
He's going to knock him out if he's going to finish it inside the distance. Or just money line it. I mean, minus 105, I like that.
I wonder what both of their subs are. Just RNCs.
On the record.
Yeah, they both have one sub. I'm just curious.
I bet Chidi's was a while ago. Oh, rear naked.
fun
no,
fact:
he lost.
Chidi beat Alan Joban in like 2011, I want to say.
Outside the UFC.
Yeah, it was in the Tachi Palace fights.
That's when
I haven't heard that in a long
graduated.
time.
It's a minute ago. Yeah.
Guillotine.
Guillotine. Okay. That
2010.
was my second guess. All right. So
And then
nothing flashy.
no. Michal's this sub rear naked choke, 2016. Thunder Strike Fight League, 8.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm picking Chidi
Same.
knockout.
Same.
Huh?
Who you
I
going
got
with?
Chidi. I don't know. I think I'm going to probably...
Decision.
I don't know. Every time I say, I keep thinking, I can't really pick what I'm going to have him win by. If he wins, it's going to be an early, TKO or knockout.
We don't necessarily have to pick.
Yeah, I just got Chidi.
I wouldn't.
There's a
even,
few of these I can't.
as far as
this
betting,
card.
I wouldn't even fuck with the method really.
Yeah.
Anything else there?
Nah. Next.
All right. First fight on the main card: Junior Tafa versus Parker Porter. Junior Tafa, the juggernaut, 4-1, coming off a loss to Muhammad Usman.
The Kiwi.
Fighting out of Australia. He's only 26 years old.
No, Australian, not a Kiwi.
6 feet 3 inches tall. He didn't look 6'3" to me, but that's what it says. Parker Porter doesn't have a nickname, but we call him Porker, so that's his nickname from now on.
Porker.
14-8, coming off a win over like an ex-fucking football player who gassed in 1 minute
Yeah.
and looked like shit. Fighting out of Connecticut, 38 years old, 6 feet tall.
I'm 12 years older.
Yeah, I think
38's still not too old for heavyweight.
Porker's he's a half decent wrestler or like grappler, but he's not a great wrestler.
Yeah.
His wrestling seems like it kind of consists of him just crashing forward and just reaching his arms out and just trying to fall down on you.
Trying to use his size a little bit.
I think even Muhammad Usman, not some spectacular wrestler either, but I think what he did to Tafa, I don't know if Porker can do that.
Yeah.
Porker just doesn't seem to have like the actual wrestling pedigree that Usman does and the strength.
I don't see this being a wrestling match at all.
Tafa fought he was a glory kickboxer. He's got nasty striking, hits really hard. Yeah. I don't know if Porker's going to be able to handle that.
Yeah. But Porker, he's got more experience. He's got a 4-inch reach advantage. I mean, his significant strikes are 6 to Tafa's 1 per 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, on UFC stats, Tafa's had 1 fight, so it's kind of skewed,
but
I mean, if Porker just says I'm wrestling this whole time, that changes things.
Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely. I picked Tafa because I literally put the note down saying because I like Tafas. So.
yeah. I mean, Justin Tafa knocked out Parker Porter.
Yeah, he already.
So.
I put for Porter was that his experience, like Seth was saying, it's going to help. It always helps,
Yep.
If you've been in there a bunch. I said that he does have power, but I don't know if that chin's going to hold up.
He's very clunky on the feet.
Yeah.
Like, he almost has too much mass to like throw things the right way.
Yeah.
Like low kicks look like very labored. Like he has to like really work hard to throw his fucking huge leg around. And Tafa doesn't even look like a heavyweight to me. Like his body type.
Porker's he's the dog, right?
Let's see. Plus 100. I guess technically, yeah. Plus 100 Porker.
Another close.
Minus 120 Tafa. I like minus 120 for Tafa too.
Yeah. I like both these guys, but I don't know. Something tells me old man Porker's going to get it done with a KO.
Think so?
I think so. But
Junior, he's definitely very inexperienced in MMA. Literally 5 pro fights.
That's a big attribute of why I'm saying this.
But, I don't know how much this would translate, but a lot of kickboxing fights.
Yeah.
Obviously much different.
True.
But
Probably better training partners, too.
yeah, he's boys with, like, obviously his brother, but, like, Mark Hunt, I think
Exactly.
Ty and all those guys.
Yeah, Whitaker.
Yeah, TKO, unanswered punches.
I see somebody going to sleep. I
Body
don't know. I'm
punches.
just feeling it. I'm feeling a KO on that one.
Yeah, I think officially, we'll look at the Tapology votes, but I think I'm officially going to pick Junior Tafa
KO?
KO.
That's
Yeah.
what I picked too.
Ah,
So did the rest of the world.
532 votes, 83% for Junior Tafa.
Hey, so far, all my dog picks have not really steered me that wrong as of recent, so I'm still sticking with old Porker.
I mean, that's the thing. Usually in MMA, like,
Especially heavyweights.
There's not a lot of people picking dogs right. People fuck up on the dog. You know, it's like it's kind of a throw a dart at the dartboard sometimes.
I've got a feeling, man. I think if Dylan were here, he'd be picking old Porker too.
Yeah, but he'd be biased as fuck about
Exactly.
Yes.
it. The 17% that are picking Porker, 58% of them are picking him by decision.
I like Tafa more, and I think that he's going to go on to have a more successful UFC career by when it's all said and
He's
done.
so young for heavyweight.
Yeah,
26.
I don't know. I think they might be throwing him to a super experienced guy kind of quickly.
Yeah. Could be. I'm picking Tafa knockout. I would say look inside the distance, if you agree with me. But minus 120, you don't even have to, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just bet that and be fine. The KO prop would maybe plus money, but it wouldn't be plus 300 or anything. It'd be,
you're not going to get a huge value on it.
no. So for you, I mean, plus 100 on a dog, is that enough juice, or are you going to be looking inside the distance, KO? Because for Porker, it'll be a good price on the props.
Yeah, I'm looking at inside the distance, but me personally, I don't ever bet on heavyweight fights, especially ones like these where it's just so up in the air.
Yeah.
It's just not a smart move, so that's one I would skip, but if I had to.
Another thing, Porker came down, like he opened at plus 155, so people have been betting him. People are on him.
And I like it. I'm one of them.
He's come down quite a bit.
We'll see.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think if it gets, I mean, fuck. If it goes either direction heavily, I may look the opposite way.
The first 2 minutes of the first round is going to tell everybody what they need to know pretty quickly.
I guess look for it live.
Yeah.
If Tafa, or if it looks like Porker can take him down and control him in the first round, hammer Porker.
Oh, yeah.
If Tafa's defending the takedown, which I will say he looked, for the first round, most of the first round, he defended Usman's takedowns pretty well.
Yeah.
Like he didn't look like he just was a kickboxer day one, stepping in there.
But you know that his training camp was completely, revolving around
Not
getting wrestle
taken
getting
down.
wrestle fucked.
It probably is here too.
Think?
Maybe not
maybe
as-
less worried
yeah.
about it
Yeah.
than Usman, but when there's that big of a discrepancy between one area,
Yeah.
you got to be doing that all the time, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else there?
I think so. I think it'll be a fun one to watch.
Yeah.
I think someone is going to get finished, though, for sure.
At 8 in the morning.
Yeah. Next up, this is a big one.
Yeah.
I'm rarely excited for these, as you boys know, but I'm excited about this
This is a
one.
big one could be a title eliminator.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Erin Blanchfield versus Taila Santos. Erin Blanchfield, cold-blooded, 11-1. She's won at least 5 in a row.
Coming off a win.
They only show 5 on here. Fighting out of New York. I thought she was from New Jersey, but anyways, 24 years old, 5'4".
Same shit.
Taila Santos, 19-2, coming off a loss to Valentina, a fight that I watched back and have a lot of problems with. We'll talk about that. Fighting out of Brazil,
close.
30 years old, 5'6" tall. That Valentina fight was so annoying because Taila. So MMA decisions, they do like a kind of like Tapology where fans put their scorecards in, and they'll break it down round by round, like percentage of fans have it. This person won, or draw, and 2 of the 3 judges gave the first round to Taila. 1 judge gave it to Valentina. The votes, like the scorecards, were like 88% Taila.
Wow.
And 1 judge gave it to Valentina. And then the second was like 58% Taila, and all 3 judges gave it to Valentina. And the third, they all 3 judges gave it to Taila. But it's just like Taila Santos took her down fucking 3 times in the first 3 rounds.
Prime reason why we need more fucking judges.
Yes.
For God's sakes.
And not only that, Taila Santos, her eye got closed shut from a headbutt, which wasn't Valentina's fault or anything.
It's
But
also just a warning.
it's just
too.
annoying.
Yeah.
It's like, if that wouldn't happen that much, because then Valentina kicked her low, which obviously different for girls, but they still got to stop the fight. Well, they didn't stop it, and she got kicked low and was looking at Herzog and then she got kicked straight in her closed eye with Valentina's shin, and then they stopped it.
Yeah. Whoa.
Right after she got kicked in the head.
Yeah.
So I didn't really. It wasn't like I was like rooting for Taila, like heavily, but it was just an annoying fight because I think Taila could have won the belt that night, and it was still a split.
It's still a split. It was still a good fight. But that's just a fight game, I guess. You know, some shit's gonna happen.
This is a tough decision for me. I mean, breaking it down, Blanchfield has a higher takedown average, higher submission average. But ultimately what does it for me is, I mean, it kind of says it in her nickname. She is cold-blooded. She finds a way to win. I mean, last 5 wins. I mean, she's got, what's her?
11-1.
She's 11-1, but how many in a row? It's got to be more than 5, right?
Her only loss is against Tracy Cortez, and it was a while ago.
Yeah,
It was
so she's...
it was like her debut, I think.
Yeah, it was a split.
So fuck. I mean, what is she, like 9
Oh, it was
in
an
a row?
Invicta.
Yeah, it was Invicta
Wasn't
a long
even in
time
the
ago.
UFC.
Yeah.
So it's 2,
So she's undefeated,
4,
essentially.
6, 8 in a row.
8 in a row, yeah. I got Blanchfield by decision. That's my pick. Sticking to it, man.
My thing with Erin, she's tough because Andrade hit her with some good shit.
Yeah.
But she's just so like stiff, and she holds her hands out here like this and kind of walks forward. I don't know if Tyla's going to be the one to do it, but I think at some point she's going to get laid out
I agree.
on the
But
walking in like that.
she's still young and fresh and tough, and her chin's still there. And I mean, Santos
And she's a nasty grappler too.
does have some great striking, though. And she's capable of getting it done. I just don't see it. I think Blanchfield's going to go on to win a few more before she gets stepped up.
Stepped up to like the belt.
Oh no, I mean before she gets the loss.
No, I mean honestly, if she beats Taila, she may get the shot next.
I can see it.
It's too early in my opinion, but like Taila just lost a split to Valentina, so it only makes sense really.
Right.
I got Taila winning this one.
Me too.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm picking Taila. I
I
think.
love it. You guys are taking the opposites of me.
I mean, I think Tyla's a good grappler too. Like,
Yeah, I put literally not a slouch on the ground.
She took
She's-
Valentina down 3 times, but Valentina took her down 3 times, I believe, and 2 of them within
threatened-
5 seconds. Tyla was on top.
Yeah.
She's Brazilian.
She was threatening with subs. She's good off her back. And when she strikes, she's got power.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think she's much more physical,
Yeah.
and like physically imposing than
More athletic
Erin.
in her striking.
But like you said, Erin does. She finds a way to win. Like, and she's not
kinda
not going to
got-
get scared away by getting hit.
Yeah, she's tough. She's got that it factor. She'll take one to give one.
So I think it's going to be close. I don't think Tyla's going to be the one to knock Blanchfield out.
I
Because
don't either.
Taila sometimes she kind of waits around, like a lot of the like heavy-handed strikers. She'll just kind of wait and wait and wait. But I'm going to pick Taila by decision personally.
I got Taila. Honestly, I could see Taila putting her down.
The odds I already bet Taila. The odds are -145 Blanchfield, +125 Taila Santos. That kind of surprises me.
Yeah.
I thought it could be a pick 'em at least. It opened +145 for Taila, so she's come down like 20 points essentially. But I'm a little surprised the bookies opened it that big of a gap.
Well, it could be how long ago was the Valentina fight?
Who's been
been a
more
little bit-
active as of the last
That's
2
what I'm
years?
getting at is like,
It's
what
gotta
have
be
you done for
Blanchfield,
me?
right?
June of last year.
Yeah, so it's been
she's had a
over
long
a
time.
year.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of like the what have you
Blanchfield's
done
been
for me
fighting.
lately kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah.
And I think the Andrade, because this was Andrade, like, obviously now Andrade is like kind of like tainted. Like, people think of her a little differently than they did. But at that time, that was still.
No, it was killer on
Yeah.
Tank.
That was kind of the first time where it looked like
Is
Andrade.
that pre
was-
OnlyFans Andrade or
I don't think so, but
in the height of the OnlyFans
Yeah.
days?
but I mean, she touched Andrade on the feet too. I mean, Andrade had a hard time on the feet, and obviously got subbed by her. So.
Yeah. No, I think I don't know. For some reason, this one I like Blanchfield. I agree with Seth. I think she's a dog. She finds a way, but I don't know. Just watching Taila, I watched highlights. I watched the Andrade fight.
Yeah.
I watched her against Molly.
Yeah.
That was
Not
she
close.
it was just an ass whooping.
Yeah.
See, and I put, originally, like I said, it's a really tough prediction for me. And originally, I literally wrote down Santos winning this, but then I scribbled it out, and something's telling me Erin's going to get it done.
I bet the Tapology votes are on your side here.
Oh,
Wow.
by a fuckload, eh?
580 votes, 84% Erin Blanchfield. That's crazy to me.
By submission.
I'm telling
Oh,
you,
wait, no
I think
decision.
it's the "what have you done for me lately" kind of effect.
Yeah, it might
I haven't
be.
seen Santos, and people are gonna fucking
A decent percentage of that is submission.
forgot about it.
Yeah, 74% decision, 18 submission. I mean, I wonder if part of it is that she lost the split to Valentina, and then Valentina immediately lost her next fight to Grasso.
Yeah.
I don't know if fans are like thinking that hard about this, but there's got to be something to. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
I
a big
didn't
difference.
Think that's nuts.
I figured Erin would be like have more votes, but not that much more.
I thought it was going to be way closer than that.
Yeah,
That's
especially just a women's.
I think they're kind of shitting
fight.
on Santos a little bit on that one.
Yeah,
I think people must have forgot.
you almost
Santos.
forgot. If you're listening to this show, you didn't forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Now
unforgettable.
you know.
Yep.
Yeah. Facts.
Although Seth is picking Blanchfield, but
Yeah,
he
yep.
even acknowledges that it should be.
Yeah,
closer than
it
that.
should be way closer than that, but I got Blanchfield, and I'm pretty confident in it, honestly.
I think just betting wise, I mean, I wouldn't fuck with a method. I mean, I guess Erin by sub if you're picking her, maybe, but minus 145, that's bettable. I mean, that's not too big of a number to not just take the money line, especially considering women's fights go to decision a lot.
Well, I think this is a decision all fucking day.
Yeah.
All day.
Maybe just pick who you think's going to win by decision.
Yes.
Maybe a little extra juice on it.
That's what I would do.
I bet Talia just money line because it's plus money, but a decision prop I wouldn't be mad at either.
Yeah. Agreed.
Anything else there?
Next.
No, sir.
Next up,
Give me fight.
yeah.
100%.
This is,
Rinya Nakamura versus Fernie Garcia.
Minus 715.
Fernie's getting cut if he loses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rinya Nakamura, the hybrid, 7-0. He's won 7 in a row. He was a amateur wrestling world champion out of Japan. 28 years old, 5'7". Fernie Garcia, 10-3, coming off of 2 losses. From Mexico, fighting out of Dallas, 31 years old, 5'7" tall. Fernie, to me, he's kind of just super generalist. Like, he's just decent at striking, decent at wrestling, not fast, like kind of just not slow. Like, he's just kind of like average at everything.
Yeah.
And Nakamura is a world champion wrestler.
Yeah.
And he hits hard.
He'll take your head
Which
off.
is amazing because he's a world champion wrestler, but dude, he's got 10 knockdowns
Yeah.
per 15 minutes, which is high in anybody's book for any fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And then Garcia's got 0.47, not even 1.
And he's jacked as shit.
I mean, he has 1 decision win. I mean, he's 6-0, but
Higher KO
7-0.
percentages, higher submission percentages. I mean, this is going to be a TKO.
an
all
amateur
day long.
wrestler who's 7-0 with 5 knockouts is pretty weird because I didn't watch very many of them. I know his debut was on the feet. Like, he didn't take the guy down and TKO him.
Yeah.
He knocked him out on the feet. So
Yeah. This is the exact same as the Max fight on this card. It's a gimme.
I think Nakamura and so at some point this will get him in trouble probably, but not in this fight. But I think he just is like, I know I can knock this guy the fuck out. He's always gonna think that, so he's just gonna, because his debut was not like pretty, like it was fucking wild, both of them, and then he just flatlined the guy in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna be feeling like he can do that in this fight. And I personally think he's going to do it.
Yeah. No, I think I got him. I picked him by starch.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck him up. Let me ask you this: has there ever been a Japanese UFC champion?
No.
Because history has shown that by the time they get in the top 5, if they do,
He wasn't a champ, but Kaol Uno or whatever, Kaol Uno, back in the old like Matt Hughes days.
right?
I think he was like
He was up there.
Good.
He wasn't champ though. We've never had a champ. I mean, the closest thing we had is what's his face at middleweight, but who's only half Japanese.
Okami.
No, fuck. It's a huge fan. I'm having a total brain fart right now.
Thinking of the Chinese people. I was
Dude's
say
a legend.
Leech. Oh, Sexyama?
No, he's half Brazilian, half Japanese. Dad's
Machida.
Japanese. Yeah, Machida.
Oh, okay. I
Lyoto.
don't even think of him as
Lyoto.
Japanese. I forgot about that.
I loved Lyoto, dude. Lyoto was awesome. Probably one of the most respectful fighters out there, too.
Oh, yeah. Drinks some piss.
Forgot about that.
The odds are super close. Minus 700 Nakamura. Plus
How
500
about that?
Fernie Garcia.
It's
It's close as we ever seen.
minus 715 right now, huh?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Or it
these
was.
these are all the different books.
Oh,
I
I
always
see.
look at Bet Online because that's what I have. But
Yeah, same shit, though. I mean,
yeah, I mean, Bovada has a minus 900.
that's nuts.
But I mean, it's basically like you can only parlay this.
Yeah. There's just not a lot to talk about on
and
this
even,
one.
I mean, even like probably any method is not going to be good except for like decision. Decision might be plus money. Nakamura by decision.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's going to be knockout's going to be minus 200 probably.
Yeah.
Can't do that really. This is a complete stay away for me. Like I don't even know how to attack this. If you play DraftKings, Nakamura is going to be $9,600.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
For sure.
it's Tapology votes are going to be 99% Nakamura probably.
Yeah, I only weigh
98%.
Holy shit.
98%.
See, now that's one I can get behind, though.
Yeah. Yeah, 73% KO I agree.
So disrespectful.
I don't, because I remember watching
And I like my
Fernie.
Mexican fighters, too.
I remember watching Fernie on the Contender Series, and I was like, okay, I like this guy. And then he's just lost his first two, and now they're just killing him off, essentially.
I would love to know the number of fighters in combat sports that are Mexican with the last name Garcia. I mean, there's been so many of them.
Oh, yeah. There's probably 5 or 6 in the UFC right now.
Right.
Anything else there? I mean, we don't
Nah,
not
it's
much
a
to
layup.
talk
I
about.
think it's a
That's
layup.
fucking
And
layup. Same with Max. There's not going to be a lot said on that one
No.
either.
This one I'm excited for. Giga Chikadze finally back after like over a year and a half.
Yeah, that's one of the big issues I have with this pick is that right there.
Yeah. Alex Caceres. Giga coming off a loss to Calvin Cater.
he got his ass beat.
Yeah. Fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, originally from Georgia, the country, not the state. 35 years old. He turned 35 yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, happy
35
birthday,
years in
Dad.
one day. 6 feet tall. Alex Caceres, everyone knows. He's Bruce Leroy. 21-13, coming off 2 wins in a row. Fighting out of Miami. He used to fight in backyards there. 35 years old, 5 feet 10 inches tall.
Still about the same
Giga,
reach.
yeah, Giga, this layoff, I'm expecting him to have worked on some shit, but it's never a guarantee.
Yeah.
Obviously, he could just, because he's not a young guy. What did I say, 35?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he could, the way he fought his last fight could just be the way he is. Or he could come out here with a better gas tank and have worked on the grappling, the wrestling, because Bruce Leroy is a good grappler.
Yeah.
He's kind of more known for his, like, Taekwondo shit, but he's a good grappler. My big problem with, like, the idea of Bruce Leroy just wrestling and grappling and shit is that Bruce Leroy is like the submission over position guy. It's always a scramble with him. He's not going to hold you down.
Yep.
He's going to be scrambling around, and so you'll get on top. Like
Just trying to catch
Yep.
you. In
he's not a great top player, like essentially like a top game player.
control.
so that's the thing here is I feel like there's somebody like even Calvin Kattar took Giga down and held him down for like 2 rounds.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know if Bruce Leroy can do that, personally.
Yeah.
I mean, Kattar, like the first takedown he did, Giga kind of slipped and fell.
Yeah.
Then Kattar took advantage of it. But then he proved he could still take him down later on.
Yeah. And Kattar kind of like let him back into that fight because Giga was super tired in like the second round.
Uh-huh.
And then Kattar like got tired.
Yeah.
Kattar's
And
kind of been
didn't-
known for doing that.
And
with
didn't
people.
wrestle him anymore for like the
Yeah.
last 3 rounds.
Yeah.
He's a boxer, man.
It was just so easy to get him down. But
Yeah.
Giga gets tired as fuck because he throws 120% with everything.
Right.
Everything is thrown fast and hard.
Which it's worked out for him a few times, but I mean,
Yeah.
at 35 against a guy like Caceres, I don't see it. I got Caceres. I got him by decision. Potentially could lose though by TKO, but I got Caceres by decision.
I picked Giga.
I think I'm going Giga decision.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
I got Caceres decision. He
Just-
got that win over Pineda. He's been more active, and that really the activeness is what kind of
That's one of
swayed
the
my-
good things. I said an active
Yeah.
vet, you know.
yeah. That's what
Again,
swayed my
it's
decision.
either Giga.
He looked good in his last fight.
Yeah. It's either Giga comes back better or he comes back the exact same.
Yeah.
And one way he wins, one way he probably loses. You know?
I personally don't really care about for either of these guys. I would say that I like Chikadze a little better, but I got Caceres winning this.
Giga, I mean, he's fun to watch just because, like I said, he throws 100% in everything. Everything is hard as fuck. And they cost him sometimes, obviously, because he gasses out.
Yeah.
The
but
Kattar one was 5 rounds.
Caceres
so.
is pretty elusive. Like, his movement's pretty, weird with the taekwondo shit, and I think he'll be able to avoid it.
He's seen it all, too.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. He's fought a lot of people.
Yeah. Let's look at the odds. Wow. Giga minus 225.
Really?
Plus
Wow.
190 Caceres, and Giga opened minus 191 and has been bet up to 225. So people have been continuing to bet Giga. That line's a little too wide for me.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I'm going to pick Giga to win, but I'm not betting that money line. I'm not even probably going to parlay that.
Yeah, I don't
really
think
like
I'd.
that.
Yeah, I don't think I'd touch it.
I think. I wonder if the bookies are going to. We didn't say this earlier, but we're recording this Saturday before this card happens, so we don't have props. But I wonder what the over/under is going to be, and also what the fight goes the distance will be, because they probably. I wouldn't say probably. They may be expecting a finish.
Yeah.
I hope they do, because if fight goes the distance is plus money, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And if an over 2.5 rounds is plus money, I like that. But we just don't know right now. What do you think? Inside the distance goes the distance.
I think it goes decision for sure. Yeah. I think Caceres by decision.
Yeah, I don't really have a dog in the fight, really, but I think that layoff is going to, unless he just comes back a fucking crazy animal.
But at
worked on his
35,
shit.
though, if you were younger, I would agree.
And then he was going through all that bullshit of, like, what happened to him, like, where he was talking so much shit on Twitter, where was his head at,
35 is old for featherweight. Granted, Caceres is a little bit older than him, but it's just the activeness that gets it for me.
I mean, if you, even if you, I was gonna say if you're picking Caceres, but even if you think there's a chance for Caceres to win, plus 190 on the money line is not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I think
I would do it.
this line is too wide for me. So like plus 190, that's good value if you're like a value bettor and you just look for lines that you think are not accurate. That's a good line. Plus 190 for Caceres, who's been more active and just has fought way more times and has been in the UFC way longer. I mean, and Caceres doesn't really get knocked out a ton, I don't think. He's been subbed a few times. He has one knockout loss.
That's what I'm saying. He's good at
7 submission losses.
He's good at
And it was a while
avoiding
ago when
shots.
he got knocked out.
Yeah, I don't hate the
I don't
190.
think that's going to go anywhere.
I don't hate the plus 190. I'm picking Giga, like, officially, but I'm definitely not betting him.
No.
This is stay away from me.
So
Yeah.
you guys are not confident in your picks.
Not 225
Not that
confident. Yeah, that's too wide. If I was just looking for value, I would probably bet Caceres on the money line. Similar to the fact that I bet Neil Magny on the money line tonight. Just not because I think he's going to win, but because it was like +3 something.
Because the money's there.
Yeah.
Magny's going down tonight, boys.
It's probably true. Go watch our
I'm fucking
actual
excited for that.
podcast
They
for
got some
292.
beef on that, too, which we will talk about.
Yeah. Anything else there?
No, sir.
This next one, the rematch we've all been asking for.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus
Just
Christ.
wanted it so bad.
Anthony Smith versus Ryan Spann 2. Anthony Smith, Lionheart, 36 and
why?
18.
So why, though, you know?
Coming off 2 losses in a row, fighting out of Omaha, Nebraska, 35 years old, 6'4". Ryan Spann, Superman, 21 and 8, coming off a loss, fighting out of Texas, 32 years old, 6'5". I feel like the reason they put this together is just because there was nobody else for these guys to fight.
Exactly. And that's, listen, I've liked Anthony Smith for a long time, but at this point it's just getting ridiculous. I'm getting annoyed seeing him still in the cage. It's like, dude, you're a smart guy, you're a lovable guy, stay on the fucking
Yeah,
desk.
he doesn't need it.
What are you
Yeah.
doing,
I
man?
just put
This is a lose-lose situation for him. He
Exactly.
already beat the shit out of Ryan Spann.
Yeah.
He dropped him, subbed him, and now you can't do it better than that.
Yeah.
And I picked Spann.
In this one,
Yeah.
See, this is one. Really
I have
hard
no
for
more
me.
faith in Lionheart, and it sucks to say because I do like the guy, but I question his drive to even be fighting, and I think it's only for money, and that's it.
Yeah, I
He
just
knows
put
he's never going to be
with
champ.
Smith.
No.
What kind of Smith are we getting? Is he one foot in, 1 foot out?
I think
And then I put for Ryan Spann, he just started training.
I think
So-
most of the time in these last 3-4 years,
Actually
Which is
training.
bullshit, though.
he's been 1 foot out for a long time now.
Oh yeah, and I like Lionheart. I'm a fan of him, but
Same.
the last fights we've been watching, it's like he's getting, like Seth said, he wants a paycheck.
After spitting out your teeth and handing it to the ref and just taking beatings that this guy has done, it's like you're kind of making me not like you anymore because it's like, what are you doing to yourself? What are you doing to your family? You got kids, you got a wife.
It's not like he doesn't have a side
Yeah,
hustle.
like
I
you,
mean, he works for the UFC.
you got to save that fight that you got left in you for the meth heads that break into your house at night.
Yeah, no shit. He can't even finish them.
Yeah, that guy was like 5'10". He was like a normal size dude.
I mean, methy guys are. I heard are pretty tough to finish.
Yeah, well.
Not if you fought John Jones. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
It's just 36,
this-
18 losses, bro. He's got 10 more losses.
the thing
than
is
Ryan Spann.
Ryan Spann is so fucking chinny.
Yeah.
Yep.
He gets hurt so much every fight, win or lose. And the thing is like, I feel like I don't trust either of these guys, and I don't think you can
No.
because they both. If you've ever bet either of them, they've let you down before.
But
But I trust Anthony Smith's durability more.
No, same.
Yeah.
And that's what I put down is his toughness, and that's why I put down that Spann's going to get it by decision. I think Spann's going to be ready because they fought before. Anthony's probably going to go in there a little too overly confident because he knows that he can take care of him. But I think Spann's going to come in with a chip on his shoulder and maybe surprise some people. But I think it's going to be a decision all the way.
I'm not confident, but I'm on the opposite side of you again on this one. I think,
Yeah.
just because of the durability issue.
I mean,
I didn't even pick one.
Spann, it's hard. It's really
Yeah,
hard.
I wouldn't bet on this,
No.
but
Spann's the much more physically, I guess, gifted guy. I mean, he's fucking huge.
Yeah.
He's only an inch taller, but he's way bigger.
And that's another thing is outside of them already fighting before, Anthony's always used to being the bigger, longer, rangier guy.
Yeah.
Outside of John Jones and Spann.
And lately, Smith, he just fucking stands in front of you. It does. It
just
there's
takes
no,
all the fucking hits.
There's
in the
no
world.
footwork involved with Anthony Smith lately.
Yeah, he just drags ass anymore, man. He's in there for the paycheck, and after enough of those kind of fights to where you can tell it's hard to watch anymore. I don't want to see him fight anymore.
Spann's dangerous. I mean, he's got a lot of submissions and a lot of knockouts.
Yeah,
But it's weird because he gets submitted and knocked out a lot too.
But Anthony's never been like fully iced out, like KO'd, right? It's always just like taking of an ass beating.
If
and
he
then,
did, it was like before the UFC because he fought a million times before the UFC
Right.
also. But
I just don't think he's got anything left
he's
in
been
him.
KO'd, TKO'd 9 times apparently.
Yeah, that's bad. And also, let's say that Smith gets the win. You got a number 8 guy versus a number 10 guy. Anthony Smith beats the number 10 guy. He's not going to go up in the rankings.
No.
Not that they fucking matter, but he's just going to stay at number 8.
He may even fucking drop if somebody
9.
below him wins.
Yeah.
Right,
you know?
exactly. It's like, what are we doing here? I don't know. It's just kind of a filler fight for this card.
The odds are weird. I mean, the bookies are kind of on your side here, but it's minus 147 Spann, plus 127 Smith, but it just one guy already won the fight before,
Yeah.
and he's the underdog. It's fucking weird to me, but
It's because I think most people feel the same as I do with Anthony Smith.
yeah. I feel like his body is like breaking down.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's got to be. There's no way it's not.
his teeth came out. He like broke his leg against fucking who did he fight?
Hasn't he broken his arm, too?
Probably that too. He broke his leg against Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
he said he broke it. He got kicked and like something was up with it. I don't know if it was like broke, but he told his corner that he thought it was broke. This is a stay away fight as far as betting.
Yeah, I'm not.
I wouldn't fuck with it.
Maybe inside the distance, just fight inside the distance, I guess, because both of them are just they get finished a lot. Like somebody's probably finishing somebody. It's not going to be a great number, but I'm gonna pick Anthony Smith. I mean, he beat him once, and I just trust his durability more, like with his chin. But I definitely acknowledge that Anthony Smith's body is just breaking down.
Yeah,
I mean,
falling apart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think his mentals is falling apart.
he
too.
doesn't need to win. Like he probably wants to win, but it isn't. It's not like
I think he mentally breaks quick, but he physically just doesn't break, and that's his biggest problem with still fighting.
yeah.
I see him.
He's too
possibly
tough for his own
retiring
good.
if he loses.
Yeah, he needs to
should.
be. He needs to be retired. He needs to be cut if he
Yeah, he
loses.
needs to go to the desk. He does well when he's
It's just
there.
the thing, and also, I mean, he spent so long on the regional scene, just fighting everywhere. I mean, he fought fucking Brian Green, the guy from Springfield, like,
He slowed it around for sure.
and then, so I'm sure there was so many years where he was like, "I'm never getting to the UFC," and then he gets to the fucking title fight and fights John Jones. Like, you would think he'd be like content at this point,
No shit. Yeah.
and like, it's just obviously. I shouldn't judge him, but I'm like, at this point, it's like, why do you need to keep doing this? Because you've overexceeded your expectations at this point.
Yeah. He's a guy I would love to have a beer with, hang out with.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see him fight anymore. There's nothing
I'm
there.
with you.
There's nothing left for him.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be going
the fight's
fighting
going to
for
be
a
fun to
title.
watch, I think, at least.
Yeah,
There'll be action. There'll be action. For
My
sure.
best advice is just save your money and just watch somebody go to sleep. Yeah. Anything else there? Oh, we didn't do votes, did we?
Let's see. I mean, it's.
What are you thinking? What are you guessing?
I think that the Anthony Smith is going to be a higher percentage than he should be on the votes.
I don't think.
I'm probably going to agree, but I think it'll be close as fuck.
It should be close. Oh, see.
Wow.
Spann is 69. Okay.
69% Spann.
So they agree with me then.
Votes. 79% KO TKO. Fuck.
Jeez.
People are doubting his fucking chin, huh? I'm not doubting his chin by any
See, that's the thing.
It's a decision all day long for me.
He's been finished a lot, but like
Yeah, by the
he's-
top of the fucking food chain.
but also like I think a lot on the like regional scene, like since like that middle period where he was like in the UFC and not fighting John Jones,
Right.
he like doesn't get finished a ton, I don't think, does he? Am I wrong there?
I just.
Decision. Oh, that's grappling. Decision. Johnny Walker. Ground and pound to Ankalaev. 3 wins in a row. Decision. Rakic. Ground and pound Glover, but he made it till the fucking 5th round
Yeah.
with his teeth falling
I
out.
mean, that was an ass beating, dude. That was a rough one.
Decision to John Jones. Nothing there surprises anybody. He got finished by Thiago Santos. Decision. I mean, yeah, like he doesn't.
You got a round 1 triangle loss to David Mitchell.
Grappling.
Oh,
competition.
okay. I was gonna say, who
Yeah.
the fuck is David Mitchell?
Submission underground. I don't know. again, you can't trust either of them. So it's Smith could get finished, Spann could get finished. It could be a sub. It could be a knockout because they both do both, and they both get finished by both.
I think it can far more so be a decision.
Yeah, could be that too. Stay away. Just watch.
Yeah. Just hopefully he retires. It's the last time I want to see it.
Yeah.
I don't even want to see it, honestly. But.
Is that it for that one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That
Main
one's
event.
Holloway's going to stomp the yard on him.
Yeah, Max Holloway versus Jung. But if you've never heard of that name, I don't blame you. It's Korean Zombie.
Here's the problem with this one, though. Fucking Korean Zombie's so goddamn tough that he's going to take way more damage than he should, and you know that Max is going to give him all the fucking punches. Max will probably be nice to him, though,
Yeah.
honestly. Just like he did with Brian Ortega when he was like, well, he wasn't nice to him, but he
"Put
like
your
stopped.
hands
He's like, no,
here."
here. He's like giving him fucking boxing lessons in the middle of the
You
fight.
need to block. Put your hands up. Here you
He
go.
literally took his wrist and just guided it into his face. And then Ortega let him do it. That was amazing.
Ortega was just like, what the hell? Like,
He's just like, all right. Forgot where he was.
Max Holloway, 24-7, coming off a win. Me and Chad and Dylan were there, fighting out of Waianae, Hawaii. Shout out to Hawaii, by the way.
Yeah,
Their
no
shit's getting
shit,
burnt down
man.
right now.
I've been to Lahaina twice, and it was a beautiful historical town. I loved it very much.
31 years old, 5'11". Chan Sung Jung. I can't even say it because it just doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Korean Zombie,
It's
17-7, coming off of a loss. Was that the Volk one? Was the last one?
probably.
Yep, ass whooping by Volk.
yeah.
And that's the thing. If Volk weren't in the picture, Max Holloway hands down the greatest of all time.
Yep.
Featherweight.
Oh, that's what I put down.
Hands down.
I said would be,
Maybe Aldo.
I think he beat him twice.
Yeah, but
And then
It's
Aldo
just
still came
different
back and is still a
era.
badass motherfucker, though. But it's not. It wasn't like an old Aldo.
yeah.
Aldo's still a fucking killer.
I put with Max, would be the defending champ for a shitload of times now if Volk didn't lose.
Wait, did he beat him twice or
didn't
3 times?
exist.
Twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I love Max, man. He's
Zombie's
just,
36 years old and 5'7".
yeah, that's also a huge problem. Max has always been a huge featherweight.
Max is
length
just
and reach.
Zombie. I like Zombie a lot.
Yeah.
but Zombie is perfect. He just stands right in front of you, and he has to knock you out, and he's got like a twister and stuff. But like nowadays, it's like
He's a highlight reel.
he stands in front of you, and he's gonna knock you out, or you're just gonna beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, if Max is going to get the most significant strikes ever off of fucking Brian Ortega, who beat Korean Zombie,
This might beat it.
he might beat him. Yeah, this might be even more. He
Yeah.
might get 600 significant strikes in this fucking fight.
And it's weird to me that I know Zombie's not from Singapore, but it's weird to me that they're going to Singapore and just putting his head on a fucking pedestal to just get smashed.
They're doing it because Max asked for this fight because he loves Korean Zombie. He said it's one of his favorite fighters. He's doing it out of respect, and he just always wanted to fight a true vet who deserves the chance to go against him. I think it'll be probably a more respectful fight than anything. I don't think Max is going to go in there and try to like Calvin Cater him, but
I think
he's going to fuck him up.
It'll be competitive early, probably.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
You think?
Zombie's going to be wearing it by like the third round, and I think Zombie's going to slow down, and Max is going to probably pick up the pace.
Oh, I just put, I put that Korean Zombie's obviously skilled. He's a stud, but I think that 2-year layoff with the military, it hurt him.
Yeah,
It did hurt.
Being out, which I get,
It was
it's his
mandatory, though.
country's
It's
thing.
like
and,
he didn't have a say in that one.
yeah.
No.
But, don't live in Korea. Move.
Yeah, don't be
Move.
born there.
Yeah. Change your ethnicity. What's the matter with you?
Just move away or something.
Don't move north.
Yeah. Oh, God. Stay away from that. But, just like you said, John, I'm a fan of the Korean Zombie.
Yeah.
Obviously a fan of Max.
Are you going to wear your zombie shirt for this fight?
Why not?
Just to do it out of respect.
You did in Denver when we watched him and Ortega in Denver.
Yeah,
That was when
Well,
Ortega
that one-
shaved his head.
Yeah, that is closer than what this is going to be, I think. Even though that
Yeah.
one wasn't that close.
No. Yeah, Ortega looked damn good that night.
I don't like Ortega, but that's a different.
I don't like him
different
anymore,
topic.
but I liked him a lot back then. I used to
I don't mind Ortega.
I used to love him. He was one of my favorite guys for a long time. But yeah, he
The
kinda
odds-
fell off for me.
The odds at Bet Online are minus 825 max.
Yeah.
Sounds like it could be more than that in my book, honestly.
This is, I mean, complete stay away.
Yeah.
Money line
Yeah,
wise.
go ahead and win $1.
The over under will probably be, because sometimes they'll set it at, sometimes they do 1.5, but a lot of times it's 2.5 in a 5-round fight, or maybe 3.5 in a 5-round fight. But I bet this will be 4.5. I bet they'll set it at 4.5 on this fight because Korean Zombie's just known for being super durable,
Yeah.
and Max isn't necessarily known to finish people. So
Yeah, he's not known for, starching people.
I
stuff
think
like
he could
that, so.
still definitely finish him though.
yeah,
Who Dale?
I think Max late finish, but betting wise, like I don't even know what to do with it. Really,
Yeah,
there's not much you can do.
I'd stay
I wouldn't
away.
fuck
There's
with
not
it.
much.
If it's
everybody knows.
if it's set at 3.5, the over under, I would maybe look over. But if it's 4.5, I'm probably not touching it
Yeah.
personally.
Agreed.
Picks Max late finish.
Yeah. A referee stepping in saying, okay, I'm tired of watching this guy's face
Yeah.
get hit.
Yeah, it's
No
Tapology.
disrespect. Holy
96.
shit.
96% Max Holloway.
which is the second highest on this fight.
Yeah,
by the
which
way,
is
which is
crazy.
kind of funny.
67% KO TKO. I figured that would actually be a little higher, honestly.
So did I.
Yeah, it's
Max is gonna do what he wants to him. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
I don't see a way for it's not like
But
Zombie's just not tricky enough. He stands right in front of you.
But like I said, Max loves this guy. He wanted this fight. This fight is happening because of Max asking for it.
Yeah, he said he always wanted
So
to do it.
I don't think we're going to go in there and see a super violent Max. I think we're going to see a super respectful one. But he's still going to just put it on him.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's it, man.
Well,
nice little card.
thanks for watching. We're getting ready to do a podcast for UFC 292. So go watch that. It'll be out within the next couple days of this podcast being out that you're listening to right now. At HOR Podcast on Instagram. At Hungover Handwrite on TikTok. Like and subscribe on YouTube.
At Silver Red of the Band.
At Silver Red of the Band on Instagram. At 12o'clock_shop on Instagram. And we'll see you next time around.
Yep.
Appreciate
Later.
it.
Peace.
Later.